It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. Coming up next.
The unmistakable New York skyline to the east. And we are across the river on the Jersey side at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson, partner. A couple of teams that feel like they have all the pieces. Just came up short last year. They were so excited to get 2024 going and try to make another run to get into the postseason.
Yeah, and both these teams absolutely fall into that category. And just last year, going into the season, Mike, not only did they have playoff expectations, but in a lot of ways, they had Super Bowl aspirations. They believe that if the things fall their way, they catch a break, they continue to stay healthy, the roster they have put together is a playoff roster, if not a Super Bowl roster.
It is the rookie from Alabama, Will Riker, to get us started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Giants led out by their quarterback, Daniel Jones. Here he is. It's year 6 in the NFL. He was the 6th overall pick back in 2019 out of Duke. And Jones still at the helm for the Giants.
In my opinion, Mike, if they expect to leave here today with a win, they're going to have to be aggressive early and often. They might not connect on all of them, but pushing the ball downfield could open up a lot of opportunities for you to take advantage as this game unfolds.
Here's the man signed from Houston. It's Devin Singletary. And he's going to be dropped behind the line. Terrific push defensively. They came out of the locker room ready to go.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. He's got his man. That's Neighbors. 17 yards on that connection. First down, Giants.
Really nice play there by Malik Neighbors. And when we talked to the head coach, Brian Dable, what did he tell us? He said, I need more competitive guys. I need guys that are going to go out there and compete for the ball, play in and play out. And remember, Mike, this is a guy that led college football in yards per game last year at over 120 yards receiving per game. So they got themselves a pretty special talent here in New York, and I think we're just scratching the surface.
Here's 2nd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate through the passing game. They've essentially ignored the ground game up until this point. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a first down.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
That is caught. And he's in. Jalen Hyatt. Touchdown, New York. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. He's got it. And the Giants will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the number 3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft out of USC. It's Sam Darnold.
I think it's fair to say that the trajectory of his career hasn't gone exactly according to plan. But you don't get drafted as the 3rd overall pick unless you have a ridiculous amount of talent. He's bounced around a few places throughout his career. He's had some ups and downs. But when he's on his game, he is as talented a thrower as there is in the NFL. And an impressive outing today could go a long way in making him back a full-time starter.
This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Every offensive coordinator has drive starters, meaning it's a completion, it's a run play that we feel great about, it's a screen. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own. How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And this will wind up a Vikings first down. The tackle's made it about the 38-yard line.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. But I don't think it's going to be his last.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Play fake to Jones, and now Darnold. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. A gain of 24 through the air. First down, Minnesota.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive. And as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points on that other sideline, this defensive play caller has to be looking at that call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game has started, he could be in for a big day.
They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of that, they get him down behind the line. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
Third and long. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up first and goal.
That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Another shot from the one on second and goal. They look to run with Jones. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here. And that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. Line of scrimmage to the 4. It's third down and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. To the goal line and in. Jordan Addison. Touchdown, Minnesota.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. He gets it to go, and the Vikings come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. On play action, it's Jones. The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
In the midst of a tight game like that, you're looking for every play that you can make to try to gain advantage. And if you can continue to get after the quarterback, disrupt the rhythm and timing of this quarterback, in the second half, that could be the difference of you being able to pull away.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now, Jones. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
3rd and long. Shotgun now for Jones. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, it's hammer time. The Scottish Hammer. Jamie Gillen on to kick. Brandon Powell returns for the Vikings. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Quickly out to Jefferson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Throwing, Darnold. He's got his man, Jefferson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. Here comes the screen to Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down, but we do have a flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards. Kristen Darrisaw, a 1st-round pick in 2021, guilty that time. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Now, Darnold. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up.
It's almost like the defense knew the back was getting the ball there, because from the moment the ball was snapped, there was a defender all over him. He's able to bring him down for a loss.
So 4th down, and Ryan Wright on to punch it away. Gunnar Olszewski is deep for the Giants. A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Giants offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jones. That'll be caught by the running back, Singletary. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
A second consecutive big play to start this drive. 29 yards on this one.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18. Two minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Jones. He's got it inside the 5. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with...
And he'll take it on in. Devin Singletary. Touchdown, New York.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack. You certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
Gano on to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Giants will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Chandler now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. There's Jefferson. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Deonte Banks. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. The pick six for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see, and it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum building.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Vikings offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Darnold. First down throw there is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. It'll be a Vikings first down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down,
the pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. Here's Darnold. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. A huge play just before the half. 35 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Darnold to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. This one from just under 50 yards. Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Four seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Jersey with the Giants on top. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. It was a terrific first half from quarterback Daniel Jones. He fired his guys into the lead with two first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. To return, it's Brandon Powell. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Justin Jefferson and this Vikings offense heading out for their next possession. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the third quarter. From 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
He'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Jefferson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Again, it's Jones. It's a short pickup, taking this to the 49. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. What can they do here on third down and 7? He'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
So that one going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. The drive starts with a carry by Singletary. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. Second and 7. They'll run once more with Singletary. And he'll bring this to about the 25. From the interior, Harrison Phillips there for the tackle. Third and 5. Working from the gun, it's Jones. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
The Giants sending out their punter as he's on to punt for the second time. Here's Powell to return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The visitors' offense and Justin Jefferson headed back onto the field. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And just a short pickup there to about the 44. Here's a second and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it's going to bring up a third down.
This is teach tape for man defense, Mike. I mean, he is not looking back at the quarterback at all. He is in the hip pocket of his receiver. He's staying in phase and in rhythm. And then he knows when the wide receiver's hands go up, attack the ball. And that's about as good as it gets.
It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Third down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
The throw on first down is Darnold. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Play fake to Jones, now Darnold. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air? And
that'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Pinna. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Giants offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll give it to Singletary to begin this drive. And he'll work his way forward to about the 21. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Jones. Taken in right side by the tight end Johnson. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Singletary. And he'll get this to the 35. That's good enough for the 1st down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
Jones now on 1st down. This one taken in by Hyatt. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Jones going to hang on to it here. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Shotgun now for Jones. He has Hyatt complete.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
On the ground, it's Singletary. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Open man is Robinson. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. In motion, it's Robinson. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Singletary. It's a gain of 12 there. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
In motion, it's Robinson. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They'll look to run with Singletary. He slams it in there, and he is in. Devin Singletary. Touchdown, Giants. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now, Gano for the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Powell now to bring it back. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The visitors' offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar.
Automatic first down.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. There's that man again. Another catch. How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and The age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing, Darnold. Quick throw here is complete. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
To the left side here. Caught by Addison. And he's in. Jordan Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Giants 28, Vikings 17.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Now, a handoff to Singletary. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Again, it's Singletary. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Here's 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
For the Giants field goal. A 42-yard attempt. The kick is good.
So it's a win for the men in blue. The Giants get it done. And right away, you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. And as a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.